everybody, this is Emily Horne with Texas Right to Life. We're coming at you from Austin, Texas, the capital city. And we want to tell you a little bit about today, about the press conference for the pro-choice organizations that we went to yesterday. But first, we want to give you all a chance to log in. So if you are watching us now, please go ahead and share this video on your page, invite people to join. Make sure you like us on Facebook. Also follow us on Twitter for daily updates. So please just give us a chance, invite people to come watch and hear our updates about what's going on in the Capitol. And we will get started. We just want to kind of give you an update on what we have been doing this past week. So yesterday, NARAL, Planned Parenthood, a bunch of other pro-choice organizations had a press conference delivering their legislative agenda. And Texas Right to Life was there. We were the only pro-life ones in the room because we obviously want to keep y'all updated. We want to know what they are up to, what they are doing. And they had quite a few bills that they rolled out. And a lot of them are specifically trying to undo victories that we have fought hard for. Victories like changing the 24-hour waiting period, taking that away. They want to, of course, call the unborn child a fetus in law, which of course is dehumanizing. We do not support that because it is in fact an unborn child. So there's a lot of things that they are working on to try to undo victories. They actually, one of the bills wants doctors to not be punished when they break the laws that we have fought so hard to pass. So we were there just listening to what they have going on, and it was a press conference, so there were members of the press there. And when the time came for the reporters to ask a question, the first question that was asked was, do you think this legislation has any better chance of getting passed than last session? So you kind of get a sense that with so many Republicans and so many pro-life votes in the House, the problem of these bills passing is not really the thing that we have to fear. That's not what we're working so hard against. These bills really don't have a high chance of passing. And that was even evidenced by the reporters' questions and tone in that press conference. Really, what we truly, with Texas Right to Life, have to fight against and what we need you, the voters, help with is apathy from the Republicans. While they will vote against pro-life bills and while they will vote for pro-life bills that make it to the floor, the real hard work that is done happens long before that bill ever gets to the floor. And we really need your help in making sure that your representatives help do the heavy lifting to get it there in the first place. It might not be a secret to you that every single Republican should be pro-life, and almost every single one of them campaigns as pro-life. That does not mean that they will actually help us do the heavy lifting to get the bills on the floor. What we need you to do is we need you to actually hold your representatives accountable, call their offices, make sure that they are in fact supporting the important life-saving legislation that Texas Right to Life is pushing. You've heard a lot of pro-life ideas and pro-life bills thrown around. And one of the things that Texas Right to Life has been trying to distinguish between all of these is there are a lot of bills that sound pro-life and promote the pro-life culture, but don't actually save babies. And that's really why we are all here in the first place, is to make sure our pro-life bills save lives. So one of the things that we need y'all to do is call and make sure that your representatives and senators are supporting the right bills. So the Senate has already come out strong in support of conservative legislation. They have been working for weeks. They have had committee assignments out for weeks. They've been working hard to make sure that they are ready to move across conservative legislation. So they have shown clearly that they will be the leading chamber in this. So we would like you to click below in the link. We'll have a link in the comments to our finding your senator and calling their office. We need you to look at that link, find your senator, call their Capitol office, and ask them to support pro-life legislation such as Senate Bill SB 415 by Senator Charles Perry. Ask them if they do support that bill. Again, just because they have an R by their name doesn't mean that they support the strong pro-life measures. So we need you to call their office, ask if they support Senate Bill 415, and if they say they do, then please ask them to co-author as a public sign of support, which will show the House that the senators are ready to send this to them and get this done and pass some pro-life saving legislation. So really quickly, we do have more updates coming for y'all this week. House committee assignments were finally released, so we'll be releasing an analysis of that and kind of giving you some pointers as to what that means for pro-life legislation. And I do want to give a second. I think we have a question coming in. What is our question?
So Emily, some of the watchers are talking about that their senators are Cruz and Horne, and so they should be supporting 415.
Awesome. Well, Senator Cruz and Senator Horne do have pro-life voting records, but unfortunately they are in Washington, D.C. Maybe fortunately for us, we don't have to go to Washington, D.C. But Texas Right to Life is in the state capitol, and we are working with the state Senate and the state House, so we need you to actually call and find your district-specific state senator. And so we'll put a link on that just to make it really clear as to which Senate we need you to look for. But there are 31 senators in Texas, and so you're going to have someone different than Cruz and Horne, and we need you to just check your address, put it in there. It'll tell you who your senator is. You can call their Capitol office here in Austin and ask them to support Senate Bill 415. Awesome. So any other questions, we'll try to get to y'all at the end and comment back. But really quickly, we do want y'all to go ahead and like us on Facebook. We'll be updating all the time on Twitter at Texas Right to Life, at TX Right to Life is the way you can follow us on Twitter. Like our Facebook page, sign up for email updates and text alerts. And stay tuned because next week we'll have another update for you, and we'll have a lot of articles and tweets and kind of live updates in the meantime. So stay tuned.